दोस्तों, स्वागत है केसीडीसी टीवी ते। दर्शकों, लैके चलते हैं तुहानूं खालसा कॉलेज इंटरनेशनल पब्लिक स्कूल, जिथे कि तीयां का त्यौहार जिहड़ा मनाया गया, क्योंकि सौण का महीना चल रहा है तो तीयां जिहड़ा वा वो साडियां कुड़ियां का खास त्यौहार है। पर बड़ी हुम हुमा के पूरे पंजाब दे विच तीयां जिहड़ियां मनाईयां जांदियां। सो चलो दिखाने आ तुहानूं खालसा कॉलेज इंटरनेशनल पब्लिक स्कूल दीयां तीयां। And her daughter, since they belong to the same family, we welcome you on the behalf of the entire school, all the staff members, the students. And it was first chance that low-key competition was in the schedule on this day only. And we made the most of this opportunity to invite ma'am, since we knew she is fond of all such activities, and I hope ma'am will enjoy it. And on the behalf of the entire school, I make a request whenever you visit India, so keep some time for us also in all the spheres of life. It was humble efforts made by my students, my teachers on the short notice, doing all the classes, doing all the class works, homeworks, and practicing for these activities only for 1 hour, maybe for 1 week. So I hope with all the shortcomings, though these are there, you might have enjoyed the program. And I thank the judges who spared their time, their precious time. Their come as late college. It was on our request. They agreed to come to us, and because judgment is quite a difficult task. एक मार्क से बच्चे आगे पीछे हो जाते हैं, तो sometimes judges are also confused who is to be the first and the second. So the most difficult time was the task was given to them, and thank you for doing all these things for us now. And hope you will keep on agreeing to our requests whenever we need your services. We welcome you here and we thank you. And I thank all the students who maintained discipline. And I appreciate all the teams who participated. Everyone was doing best of the things they could do. They were doing it for their houses, for their classes, for their teachers. It was nice effort, and I know this kind of learning is permanent learning. And this is a kind of trigger from their daily routine. Every day you are coming to school, taking classes, doing homework, and schooling from the teachers also. our achievements presented by the school, and I hope it will maintain the standard, rather it will improve, that the judges might have prepared the. So now I request our chief guest, Madam Teej, to say a few words. It is her first visit to our school, her impression of our school. I know she is going to appreciate quite dedicated team of teachers and you also. Ma'am, please come.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are past 12 p.m. now. Can you all hear me okay? Can you understand my accent? Okay, I was born and brought up and raised in Amritsar, so I think it should be fine, but I can switch to Punjabi if you prefer. So I'll do a poll, so wake up the audience a little bit. You want me to speak in English or Punjabi? I'll ask you and you say yes or no, and I want to hear the roar. Should I address you in English? कि मैं थोड़े साथ पंजाबी च गल करा. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Respectable principal ma'am and vice principal ma'am and the English department and the whole staff, music department. It is my absolute honor and pleasure to be here today. You all took me back to my childhood, growing up, and if I may take the liberty to share a little bit about myself. They shared my background a little bit at the beginning. Teej for China. I'm very much an Amritsar resident. I'm currently based in USA, in Washington DC, and I went more than 2 decades back, 22 years back to be exact. And I went to school in Sacred Heart High School on Vegeta Road, and I actively participated in all the inter-house competitions when in school. Today I was remembering my house's name was St. Joseph's. You know, the school has St. Patrick's, St. Joseph's was the house entered according to the school. And so this inter-house competition today took me back to my childhood. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And we are celebrating the festival of Teej today. And it's, as you all know better than me, I'm probably preaching to the choir here. Teej celebrates the season of Savan, the advent of monsoons after a dry season. Historically, the tradition has been to celebrate the rains, and it's a festival to celebrate womanhood, girls, daughters, and married daughters traditionally would go back to their parents' home as well. You look up the history of Teej. So that's what I'm doing with this visit, visiting my hometown and my parents' home. And now coming back to the competition, my goodness, I am absolutely floored. It was so competitive. I have my hats off to the judges. It's a very tough job. All 4 houses performed exceptionally well. And you know, the judging criteria that was shared at the beginning of the competition, you know, the outfits, the song selection, the confidence, it was on par in all the competitions. So my full-hearted applause. Let's give a full round of applause to all the performers. And like Principal Ma'am also, you know, was discussing it in her remarks, well-rounded education or well-rounded development, yes, absolutely involves getting grades, getting good percentage in your exams, keep your science, math, English, history, all well-rounded academics up. But it also involves your well-rounded growth in culture, arts, sports, and all other non-academic spheres of life as well. That enriches your development and also fulfilling life as you move on from young adolescence to adulthood. And so I'm really impressed and happy to see the well-rounded growth at this school of all the students. Also highly impressed by the school premises, and we visited the nursery class this morning. We saw, you know, some of the classrooms earlier on Monday as well. Some of you may have joined the spoken English session held by my daughter. I was very impressed by those students as well, and really thankful for that opportunity. So with that, I think I'll my remarks. This was a surprise. I did not know I was supposed to speak. So I am now practicing my extempore skills. In Sacred Heart School growing up, there used to be debate and declamation competitions. And there used to be extempore competitions where you come on stage, the judges give you any topic to speak on, and you speak without preparation. So those skills I'm putting to use today. So any opportunity you get to compete in any kind of competitions, please welcome it and give it your all. Follow your passion completely. And like I said, all the houses are winners in my eyes. If I may take the liberty, I do want to recognize one student who stood out this whole competition as I was watching. He was lead singer in the shovel and he was on the harmonium. And then he was lead singer, if I'm not wrong, in the first house. I think it was Zoraman House. Yes, please. And then he sang the solo just now, the one lead. So if I may take the liberty, principal man, to give him a very small cash prize. It's not the prize that matters. It's the encouragement, hopefully, that this provides to him for continuing on this path in life. Sashika Dharma, please. God bless. It really, really impressed me, and I'm sure the crowd. Everybody was great, by the way. All the performers, your spirit was much recognized. But I want to start here. Hopefully, this encourages you to continue on this path.